So you can catch more COVID and you can be on national television getting embarrassed once again because Bo Pelini's going to get ran. Steve Sarkisian looking to get Bryce Young as many snaps as he possibly can. On top of all of this, and this is where I do want to bring in my best friend, Ron Taylor, we had the Notre Dame incident. And I didn't get to address this in the live stream yesterday, but I need to address it today. The Notre Dame incident is not the 47-40 double overtime upset of Clemson and South Bend. It's not Kyron Williams running for over 100 yards. It's not Travis Etienne getting stuffed. It's not Ian Book going for over 300 yards and putting on the game of his life. It is winning the game and then watching an already small crowd attending the game at Notre Dame Stadium rush the damn field in the age of COVID. So, Ron, I'm on national radio basically doing analysis of this game in and out because it just hijacked like the whole 2.5 hours that we were on because he went into double overtime. And I got to tell you, we're watching this like I got it on the YouTube TVs, right? And I'm going, no, they're not. Do not storm the... Oh, no! And then today, we got the dude in charge at Notre Dame talking about, hey, number one, we expected y'all to be better than that. Number two, every last one of y'all going to have to get COVID tested. Otherwise, there's going to be a hold on your semester cards. And number three, don't worry about me. I attended, the Rose Garden at the White House without a mask in what is the most high-profile maskless event in the history of the COVID. But I'm going to be out here saying, do as I say, not as I do. I know you got feelings about this. What are they?
That you don't really prepare to as an organization to beat the number one team in the country. That you hope that it happens, but when it does, it just fills you with such joy that you are compelled to celebrate the way that we always celebrate by rushing the field. This is kind of one of those situations where you tell people, well, when coaches tell us that you got to prepare to win, that you got to walk through the steps, you have to act like you've been there before. Hey, Notre Dame just got caught up, and they are feeding the chaos god because if something comes from this, we will look. We're going to look directly into the middle of this celebration. And go like, yeah, that's what happened. That's why Notre Dame had to take 2 games off. That's why they can't make up any games on the schedule. Oh, that's tough.
So I'm gonna pop back in just to say that Coy Moore is from Metairie, Louisiana. Ron, you got family in Louisiana. Did I say that right?
Sounds right to me.
Okay, cool. Let's go with that. True freshman, I was cold on. I got that right. I know the dude was the truth coming out last year, but I just want to pop back in and let everybody know that my man is from Louisiana and he is used to how to do him in these streets. But to pick up on your point, getting caught up in the moment, one of the things that I've been fascinated by is how people are just willing to let it go from the student's perspective. Talk about they college kids. Nah, man, you got a driver's license, okay? You get to vote. Half of y'all can drink. More than half of y'all don't even stay on campus. Like, we can't call y'all adults and treat y'all like kids. It's one or the other. And in this country, you turn 18, you are an adult. I need to find out some charges been leveled or something. Because that was ridiculous. I couldn't stand that. Now, if Notre Dame loses the Boston College game to COVID, which doesn't seem like it's going to happen, that might be in their best interest because Boston College looked every bit like they was going to beat up on Clemson and then just lost hold of an 18-point lead and a 15-point lead at halftime to lose to DJ Uiagalelei and Clemson, who also put up over 450 against Notre Dame's secondary. So as good as their front seven was, they was giving up the booty on the back end, all right? Now, go ahead.
Got a question.
Please.
Did we change pronunciation of DJ's name? Because I could have swore that we were stressing the back end. Uiagalelei. Is it Uiagalelei? Is that what we're doing?
As the dude that made the Uiagalelei video and wrote the FoxSports.com story about one DJ Uiagalelei, I'm gonna give myself both pronunciations.
Okay.
I know this.
Some days I might have missed the email.
When he says it, right? Lay. Luhlay. But see, people get tripped up on the ooh-wee and then because that just come out of nowhere, right? Everybody down with the ooh-wee, you know what I'm saying? Everybody was listening to Sticky Icky. Everybody was listening to Chicken and Beer. We got the ooh-wee. We know what the ooh-wee is. It's that and then you got to come out with the guh. No, you don't come out with the guh. You come out with the straight to the lay, right? That's what's hard, right? Because, it's double clutching. You know what I mean? It's double clutching. Yeah. That's what it is. And you got to practice. Shout out to Mike Tirico, who did practice and looked and sounded good. Matter of fact, I'm watching USC Arizona State, and it's a fascinating game. It's a game that USC should have lost. Arizona State should have won. It is the Clay Helton experience at USC and microcosm. The Great Escape. They should be dead. They should be graveyard dead. And then they're the team that recovers an onside kick, and they're the team that converts a fourth and like 18 into a touchdown to win the game. I was so pissed because I had USC straight up, right? I had USC straight up. Anyway, after that, right, I'm thinking, well, I guess Gus can take this as a win. And why would I give a broadcaster a win in a game when he didn't play? Because Gus was hyped that he had all the Polynesian names down. Gus was super hyped. And you know what? I would have been super hyped. Gus was in the weight room practicing these names. And as a person that has been messing up names and having to go back and look, matter of fact, I memorized Whop Phil Yours' name. You know Whop Phil Yours' name? Like his given name? First, I got to tell you a story about Whop Phil Yours' name. Whop comes from his parents, who nicknamed him Whop, W-H-O-P, not W-A-P, although that would be something else too. Because Man would walk into the restaurant at the Burger King with his family. And Man was not here for the junior meal. Man wanted the Whopper. And they said, look, boy, you too small for the Whopper. He said, give me the Whopper. So they got that man the Whopper, and that man ate the whole Whopper. So now they even call that man Whop ever since. So much so that his daddy even took on Big Whop and he's Little Whop. But this man's given name is super cold-blooded. Mr. Elias D'Angelo Philyor. Now, my first name was Mr. because I know a couple of black folks named Mr. I would go by Mr. Just like Captain, right? Just like Sir. They call me Sir. You know what I mean? This man decided to go out here with WAP. So I went ahead and I just memorized his government name because I thought that was a lot more fun. Just like Sindarian Lamb is CD Lamb. You know what I mean? Do you know Ahmad Rashad's birth name?
Oh, isn't it Wild Long? Mm-mm. I don't know. No. Mm-mm. I have no idea.
First of all, it's a trick question because as soon as you change your name, it becomes your birth name legally. So his birth name is Ahmad Rashad. But his parents named him in the way that Muhammad Ali's parents named him, Cassius Marcellus Clay, Bobby Moore. Ahmad Rashad's name is Bobby Moore. Like that's what he played at Oregon with. By the way, man, catching
he absolutely made the right decision.
Yeah, well, right. Plus, you married Felicia Rashad, so you stay winning. You stay winning. You know, like Ahmad Rashad walking around with brilliant skin, 70 years old, having a good time, being best friends with Michael Jordan, played Pac-12 football at the highest level, played NFL football, reinvented himself as an NBA broadcaster and the best friend of his airness. Yeah, Ahmad.